When was the last time you embarrassed yourself? Uh, this stream. For those who don't know, I actually used to have a YouTube channel probably 13, 14 years ago where I just did random videos. There was no rhyme, there was no reason. I've had a passion for this kind of stuff for so long that I just like, I had the camera that's in this case right here. I used that and I just made stupid videos pretty much. Those are lost in time and space forever. Thank God for that. Nobody will ever see those again. I don't have access to them. The channel that I was posting them on is no longer on YouTube. Like, that stuff's gone because I got very self-conscious about it and just I have no belief in myself, so I was like, I deleting everything. And even though I still don't have any belief in myself really, at least I am making content now. So yeah, I was at home. I got home last week and I was like, dude, how funny would it be if I went back and just found something from around the time frame of when I was posting videos that was popular on YouTube and just stream it as like a back to my roots kind of thing. So it's not perfect because I'm not actually home where I was filming the normal videos or whatever, but I still think it's going to be a fun idea. What we're going to do is, if you were a YouTube enjoyer back in like 2009, 2010, every YouTuber ever, whether they had a big audience or not, had to film this video. And it is, I don't know why it's, okay, there we go. It is the 50 random question tag. This was like when I started posting videos for the first time, this was the thing to do. And so I was like, dude, what can I do to bring it back to the roots? And so this is what we're gonna do to start the stream. I've never done Q&A type stuff, so you guys are probably gonna learn a lot about me right here, which I think is cool because most everybody that shows up to the streams now are here most every time I stream, which is sick. And you'll probably learn some things about me that, you know, you didn't know about. So this is gonna be fun for me. It may not be the most fun thing for you guys, but like this is prime when I started really watching YouTube and got into content. And so I was like, yo, it's time. 50 random question tag. There's like 80 questions on this list specifically. So if some of these questions suck, then we'll just skip over it and go to the next one. First question, and I'm probably gonna get judged for this right away. What time do you go to bed? So usually at 5 a.m. I usually sleep from like 5 a.m. to 10 a.m. Not enough sleep, but you know what? I'm gonna put the answers here. Why not? Sleep when you're dead? Yeah, I mean, dude, I need sleep badly, but I just like, I'm doing way too much right now. Sometimes I just have to like sacrifice my own health and wellness for getting stuff done. So yeah, 5 a.m. And sometimes we go all night. Y'all know that. So question 2, who is your celebrity crush? Ooh. Okay, so I should clarify too. I'm giving answers based on now, even though this is like a 2010 trend here. Lana Del Rey. Lana Del Rey, maybe a little Selena Gomez action, you know what I mean? I mean, you know, just kind of casual, nothing crazy there. Carmen Electra, Lizzie McAlpine. Holy frick, that is a like out of nowhere answer, but I totally understand it too. How would you rate your childhood on a scale of 1 to 10? Bro, I'm not gonna lie, my childhood was pretty freaking good. I lived in the middle of nowhere. There was nothing to do, but at the time it didn't matter, dude. Like I had enough to keep me occupied. I had a great support system around me growing up. Like the first 17 years of my life were a breeze, dude. I had it so good. Very blessed with that. I think I had a 10 out of 10 childhood. Like I said, I lived in the middle of nowhere. I didn't have a ton of friends. I was homeschooled. So like, I was content, bro. I was just like, I'd do school. I would skate, ride my bike, shoot basketball. I was playing baseball my whole life. Like, yeah, I was content, man. 10 out of 10. Heck yeah. All right. What is your middle name? Okay, we are going to ignore that one, actually. What are your favorite values in friends? Whoa, okay, this just took a crazy, we split here. Bro, honestly, I'm gonna go loyalty here, because I have had plenty of friends that weren't that way, and that, you know, I thought we'd be homies forever. Best friends that I had that I haven't talked to in years, and for what reason, I couldn't tell you. We never had a fight or anything like that, just like, all of a sudden one day they stopped talking to me, and then eventually I got tired of it and didn't reach out to them anymore. Like, I don't know what happened. Loyalty is a great answer. Loyalty is invaluable. Trust and loyalty, but yeah, exactly. Look at you guys. You're sticking with me through the fire and flames of this channel. Y'all are super loyal to me, and like, you know, that means a lot to me. What is your funniest memory from high school? I might skip this one just because I didn't go to high school. Like, I was homeschooled through high school, so I didn't really have like a funny memories. I just I just woke up and did school. That's it. Like, that's how my life was. So don't run from snakes. I mean, if we're counting the baseball days, then yes, I could answer that question, but I guess we'll avoid the baseball stuff with that. What's your favorite holiday? It's my birthday. No. Christmas, definitely, easy. Dude, once it hits December 1st, bro, those 25 days of December is just like a lot of nostalgic feelings and stuff when Christmas rolls around. It just like makes you excited. People tend to be nicer around Christmas, which is sad in a way, but also like in the moment it makes you feel better, right? People tend to be a little bit nicer around Christmas, so you know what it represents too is the biggest thing for me. I know it's not that way for everybody, but whenever you're off work, true, you can have a bad day at work, come home, tune in to Keystream, and everything that happened at work doesn't matter. Dude, I appreciate it, man. Yeah, I mean, I feel bad because so many times like I'm just not able to be super energetic or whatever, not feeling well, but I try my best to like put on not that I'm faking it, but like even right now, like if I wasn't streaming, I would be like probably laying in bed in pain right now. So yeah, I appreciate every one of y'all. Y'all know that. I say it all the time, but y'all know that. What is your best trait? Bro, I don't know. I don't think about myself. Best trait, absolute demon on the bow. Mirak got slapped. True. Second try. Took down Mirak last night, dude. Y'all mess with Bruno Mars? Bro was on a run there in the early 2010s, man. And then he gambled it all away. Bro had it down. He was down bad for some gamba. Best trait is Southern hospitality. I don't know much about you, but you're hella personable. Dude, it's bad to say this, but like, I just like, I'm a good person. I know that. I'm a very, like, I care about people and stuff like that. I work my tail off, but like, I don't like myself. I never have. And so I don't pay attention to stuff like this. I don't know what my best trait is. Focus? I don't know. I feel like this is too, I don't know. I'm gonna skip that one. That one's too, yeah, I don't know how to answer that one, to be honest. What's your favorite restaurant? Ooh, okay. We can get super specific here, or we can go like chain restaurant that everybody knows. Dang, dude, that's tough. Both chain and not. Okay, so one of each? Bro. Chain restaurant, I'm gonna take some hate for this one probably. I feel like I'm gonna get a lot of hate on this, but I have an experience going to one and getting like completely cheated out of a meal like I've seen on social media. So for chain, I'm gonna say Chipotle. I don't know if it's just the ones that I've lived by and, you know, in my life, but I've never had a complaint about how much food I'm getting or whatever. And it's always fresh, it's always good, and my stomach never hurts after I eat it. So that's one of the few things I can say it doesn't bother me at all. Big hate here? Oh no, we've lost Officer Boyo. Chipotle always makes me sick. Chipotle has definitely made you sick. That's crazy. I mean, any chain restaurant is gonna be that way, right? Like you're gonna have the ones that are really freaking good, and then you're gonna have the ones that are just terrible. Okay, for like a big meal though, a place down in the OBX where I used to live, Barefoot Bernie's. What's an interesting fact about you? Oh gosh. I can juggle. That's right. I'm mad talented. I don't know if that's a very fun fact. I feel like I'm a pretty boring person. What is the first thing you notice about people? So this might be kind of weird, but I tend to notice like accessories first. Hat, necklace, cool watch, something like that. And also like I'm very drawn to like t-shirts and stuff. About to say notice a person's style. Yeah, I would say the style, accessories. Obviously I wear hats all the time. So what is your spirit animal? I'm gonna say a fish. I'm kind of just there, man. I ain't gonna lie. I just be chilling. I eat a little bit of food. I be swimming around just trying to survive. What is your favorite piece of clothing? My signed Chad Reed jersey. You, sir, are a fish. How long was your longest relationship? 8 months? I think. Only 8 months. Selena Gomez is your wife? Madman, how did you not... Wait. Bro, I'm sorry. I didn't mean it, okay? My bad. My bad. I ain't trying to hit on your wife, all right? My bad. Chad Reed, one of the greatest motocross / supercross riders of all time. It was in his personal collection for a long time, and then my off-axis buddies are good friends with him, and so we all got some merch from his personal closet. Yeah, so how long was your longest relationship? It was like 8 months. I've only been in a couple like serious relationships. The last one broke me for a long time, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, like I said, last relationship broke me for a long time, and now... Okay, never mind. I will just move on from that question. What would you or have you name your children? What would you or have you named your children? I don't know. I don't know. I'm gonna skip that one. I'd love to have a kid one day, but I couldn't. I have no idea. What was / is your favorite subject in high school? In high school specifically? History? I hated all of them, so... Listen, I was not a fan of school, all right? I was not a fan of school. But history could be cool sometimes. Kid named Finger. Name the kid Bartholomew the Third. All right, well, I guess y'all named my first 2 children if I ever have kids. There we go. The first one will be Finger, and the second one will be Bartholomew the Third, even though he'll be the first. What's your favorite ice cream flavor? Bro, they about to do this to me. I can't eat ice cream anymore. That was my favorite dessert too. Bro, anything that had like cheesecake like pieces inside of the ice cream. I was bougie when I was eating some ice cream, all right? Had to have some little cheesecake pieces in there. I'm cool with like, you know, the basics too, but if we're talking favorite, then we go on cheesecake. What was your first job? I mean, okay, I had like other jobs that weren't really like technically like jobs, just like helping people. I guess my first job was like grocery store. I did a bunch of random stuff at the grocery store. I don't like nothing fancy, nothing in particular. What is the first item on your bucket list? Go to the X Games. Go to hairstyle. Have you been to any concerts or festivals? Yes, I have indeed. Many, actually. Festival-wise, for me, Jackalope Festival, hands down, 100%. Which that's what we're gonna be IRL streaming at the end of this month. 21 Pilots on the floor by myself at 15. Yo, that's actually sick. If you could change one bad habit of yours, what would it be? Oh snap, we're about to get emotional in here, chat. This may not be like a bad habit necessarily, but like something that I definitely need to stop doing is not staying in the bubble. Yeah, I sometimes I tend to get away from the bubble a little bit, and I'm just destroying myself basically by doing that, you know? I can't believe I admitted that to you guys, bro. That's That's honestly embarrassing to say. That's cheating. Okay. Okay. It was for the bit. Okay. I will answer it honestly. I hey, come on, man. I'm trying to make y'all laugh, dude. Okay, so in all seriousness, like I said, if this may not be necessarily a habit, I put myself down a lot. I've always had a massive confidence issue, and so if like there's an opportunity that comes up for me to do something, the first thing that I tell myself is I'm probably not good enough to do that. Yeah, that's probably something that I should change. Most memorable childhood memory. Dang, that's actually tough, bro. I had some good times, man. This might sound cheesy or whatever, but like honestly, the times I got to spend with my grandpa, dude, like I got to see him basically every day. We would just like have the best time all the time. When I think about the early childhood days, like that's the first thing that I think about. So this specifically says memorable. So for me, it's like that's what I go to, man. Spending time with Pop. That was my Pop right there. Understandable, but you also got to see the positives you do. Yeah, I mean, for me, like, I'm so bad when it comes to stuff like that. It's like, I don't have any positives, bro. Like, everything I do sucks. I've always been that way. What are your pet peeves? Bad drivers. Yep. Bad drivers and like people who chew loud. That drives me insane. Like people who be smacking on their food and stuff. Do you have any pets? Currently, no, I do not. Although I want to fish really. Wait, what the frick just happened? I really want to fish bad. How many siblings do you have? 0. Prefer the city or the country? I don't prefer either of them, to be honest. I grew up in the country and I was a good ways away from a city, but like now that I live close to a massive city, I enjoy going to the city, but I wouldn't want to live there. But it's nice to live close enough to where I can go if I wanted to, whereas where I grew up, like I was a long ways away. They both have things that I like the country. You can just go and chill, not a lot going on. City, you got high pace, like whatever. I just don't necessarily think I would want to live way out in the country. I would prefer to be closer to a city, you know? Need somewhere outside of the city but connected to the city well. Yeah, that's kind of how I'm thinking too. Like I'm close enough to where I can get there very easily, whereas in the country, like you're gonna have a long drive to do anything like that. So yeah, I guess I would prefer city. In the mountains away from everyone with super fast internet. I mean, if beach was an option, I would say beach. Where did you grow up? In the country? Central Virginia. Yeehaw, brother. All right, that's 25. What social media platform do you use the most? I personally don't use social media a ton other than posting clips, but like I guess Instagram. What is the one thing you wish people knew about you? So this is kind of a weird one for me. Like I think for me, because I am always like a positive, try to be a very positive person, and like you guys that have been around the streams and stuff for a while, like y'all know how often I say I appreciate you guys and I'm amazed that you guys are here and like part of the streams and stuff. In the past, like people have thought that because I say stuff like that, it's I'm saying it in a fake way and I'm just saying it to say it and stuff like that. But like if you guys could live, if you could just like see inside of my brain or my heart or something, you would like, people would instantly know like the gratitude that I have for things like this is like I mean it with everything that I am. And I think some people just think that it's fake, it's false, like they don't really like think that it's genuine, you know? Yeah, I would say just like if people could actually see that it's real. Yeah, that one's kind of personal right there. But yeah, just like I guess genuine. I don't know. That one's kind of tough to think about. When was the last time you embarrassed yourself? this stream. What are your life goals? Frick, man. I don't, dude, daily. You know what, though? The thing about embarrassing yourself, the thing that I think about sometimes is like, if you're not doing things that could potentially be embarrassing, then you're probably not living much of a life. You're just like a robot that's doing exactly what you're supposed to do and stuff like that. Like, if you're if you're embarrassing, that means you have a personality, and like some people aren't gonna like it or whatever, but who cares, right? Bro, life goals, dude. All of this changed when I got sick, and like it honestly just became like I don't really have goals in life anymore, just because I don't take for granted like each day that I get. Who knows, when none of us know how long we have, right? But this stuff is like destroying my body right now. I don't want to set a 10-year goal and then 5 years from now I'll be dead or something, you know? I used to always want to live to be 90, 100, whatever, but like all that stuff has changed so much, man. Yeah, I guess life goals is to just live each day. That's extremely cheesy, but like, yeah, just be thankful for each day that I get. What's your morning routine? Brush my teeth, wash my face, get dressed. That's kind of it. How would you describe your fashion sense? Don't have one. What is your favorite book? I don't read enough really to have a favorite book, to be honest. I look like a skater, I guess. That's my I wear nothing but skate clothes. Lord of the Rings. Oh, actually, yeah, that's a good one. Skater is a fashion sense. It's a good one, I'd say. Okay. I know nothing about fashion, so I didn't even know that was considered like a fashion sense, to be honest. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not never been a big book person. I was always more magazine. We'll say that for now, and if I think of something later, I'll go back. But what are your hobbies? Bro, that's changed a lot too. Holy frick. Editing, because a lot of it is I don't get paid to do. So I guess it's a hobby, especially like my personal YouTube stuff. So I'd say editing, listening to music. That's basically the two things that you can always find me doing. What inspires you? Dang, some of these are getting like deep, huh? Listening to music is best hobby. I agree, Chucko, 100%. Still use the same band shirts that I got like 20 years ago. Haven't changed my fashion since 1998. I mean, nothing wrong with that, Fractured. The older, like the 90s, early 2000s stuff, like that stuff will never die out when it comes to fashion. Everybody's like, that's what people want anyway, right? What inspires you? Honestly, I get a lot of inspiration from other content creators. I guess like seeing others be successful with similar health issues. I ain't gonna lie, it's very easy to think that you're never gonna make it past this stuff. What's your favorite color? Okay, somebody's gonna say that's a shade, it's not a color. I don't give a frick about if it's a color or shade, bro. Black. People, I've said that before, and people are like, excuse me, sir, that's not a color. Okay, all right. What's your coffee order? Skipping that because I don't drink coffee. What was your dream job as a kid? Race car driver. Blood thinks he's Johnny Cash. Man thinks he's Batman. All because I like the color, not the shade, the color black. And now all of a sudden I think I'm Johnny Cash and Batman. That's crazy. What phone do you have? iPhone. I couldn't tell you which one it is. Or emo, one of the three. I mean, that's honestly, yeah, like that's probably more aligned with I'm not Johnny Cash, I'm not Batman, but yes, I went through the emo phase for sure. You wanted to be Jerry as a kid? Indeed, quack quack. I did indeed. Yes, sir. Welcome to the Black Parade. That's what I'm saying. How many countries have you traveled to? 0. What are some of your favorite YouTubers? I mean, to be honest, I don't watch a lot of... I actually don't think I watch any YouTubers in particular that aren't streamers and that post on YouTube? Yeah, I can't really give a fair answer on this one either, because I don't watch much YouTube outside of just like streaming stuff. I already answered the sibling question. What's the first thing you do after going home from work or school? Scream. What sports did you play? Baseball, skate. I guess those are the only two, probably. I played a lot of basketball, but I was never on like a team or anything, so I guess you can't really count that. Favorite movie? Cars. No shame in saying it. What's your favorite animal? I mean, of course, I want to say dog, but like that's, you know, I'm gonna say a bear. I don't know why. I've always liked bears. Bears are sick, and they get to sleep like half of the year or something. Do you like dogs or cats? Yes, I do. Do you use a PC or a Mac? I use both. What books have changed your life? Dude, I don't. Okay, what theme parks have you been to? I don't even think the one that I went to still exists. So I'll say a water park. Great Wolf Lodge. Not a theme park, it's a water park. But the theme park that I went to as a kid, I'm pretty sure isn't even like a thing anymore. So Dollywood over everything. Disney World wasn't bad from what I remember. I've never been to either one of those. Great Wolf Lodge though, highly recommend. If you can go at a time of the year where kids are in school and go on like a weekday or something, you'll have freaking time of your life, bro. What is your favorite drink? Hell yeah, brother. How many languages do you speak? Half. I speak about half English. What is your nickname? I had a nickname in like Little League. That's pretty much the only one that I can remember having. People used to call me Dr. K. What is your go-to fast food order? That's stupid. Like, what? You gotta give me, what are we talking fast food here? You get one fast food meal before you die. What are you getting? If you put it that way, I don't know, like probably a chicken sandwich and fries from somewhere. My nickname in middle school was Old Man Alex. I was able to do the wheelchair guy voice from Happy Wheels. Dude, holy frick. Happy Wheels, dude. Yo, that unlocked something in my brain right there, bro. You're on the firing pole for war crimes and they say you want McDonald's or Burger King. I would just die. I'd just say go ahead and shoot me now. What's your favorite sports team? St. Louis Cardinals for baseball, Charlotte Hornets for NBA, Green Bay Packers for football, Canes for NHL. This is a big 50th question, so we gotta get a good final question. Let's do this one, I guess. If you could live anywhere, where would it be? British Columbia? 2 for British Columbia. Okay. It's a little bit different, I guess, for me, because like I've never been out of the country. So like I haven't visited somewhere and been like, I want to live there. I can only see pictures of places and be like, that would be sick, but I don't know if I would actually like it. Everything's with the assumption that you could live there without worry. Yeah. Okay, you know what? If we're doing that, then I'm gonna say Bora Bora. If it had to be in country, honestly, where I live now, I would like to live at the beach, but I'm pretty stoked on Charlotte, man. I like Charlotte a lot. Big Seattle guy, big on coffee in that city, loves Seattle's nature while still being a city. That's cool. Yeah, I've always wanted to go to Seattle. Okay, well there you go. There's a 50 random question tag. It was probably boring for you guys, but I personally enjoyed the heck out of that. I enjoy doing stuff like this. I don't always want to just be a guy that's gaming on stream. Like I like doing other stuff like this. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Got a couple of laughs out of it at least.